Oh man, that there's like another thread that someone said, no one tells you that as you get older, the amount of times you actually think about getting hit by like a city bus. so you, so you can get paid
Well,
out, but you want to live through
oh, okay.
it.
See, because I
Yeah.
was gonna say that's not. Now I feel like, because yes, imagine about getting hit by a city bus all the time, but it's not to live.
Sorry, it's
Right?
to bank out. Yeah.
It's yeah. For me, it's just for me, it's to bank out. All right. Okay. Different kind of bank. Bank of life,
Different
but.
kind. Yeah.
And then I
Oh
also
man.
found this post. It's a lot like your threads. It reminded me of your threads. It says,
Mm.
millennials, what is something that was normal in the 2000s but feels like a luxury now?
Ooh.
You know?
Tell us.
And,
Tell us.
and obviously, the joke for me, gas. Just gasoline and groceries.
Gas.
And,
Yeah, groceries.
and buying a
The
home.
actual dollar menu from McDonald's.
Anything that adults had access to when I was growing up feels like a luxury now. Okay, if they had access to anything, okay, let's see. This is the first one is always one that fucking annoys me. Like, shut up about this. Hanging out with people who aren't glued to their goddamn phones. Okay,
Ugh.
why don't you be more fucking interesting? How about that? How about you be more
True.
interesting of a person than I won't be on my phone? Engage
Yeah.
me in some fucking conversation. Oh, I just want to talk about how bread tastes. Well, that's fucking boring, Jim. Okay?
Okay.
Not having to pay a subscription for things like Microsoft Word. You would just buy it
Yes.
once and everything is now.
Yes, and then you can share that code, right? When you buy it at the store, you just share it with your family and your friends. Like everyone gets
And then
forever.
guess what? If you wanted the updates and everything, they would drop a new one the next year and you would then buy it again.
Yeah.
But now, no, you need to fucking pay
Ugh.
$8.99 a month for everything. And,
Yes, that's a good one. Mm-hmm.
all right. Affordable third places to hang out. I don't know what a third place is.
Third place? Okay.
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 House parties. Because no one owns a house anymore. You having apartment parties now.
Right. And then it gets
Airbnb
shut down
parties.
early. Yeah. That is what's the Airbnb
To-
parties.
To go with what you were saying, fast food. Because when we were growing up, they didn't need a dollar menu. You know
They
why?
did it. Right.
Because the regular menu, you get a burger, fries, and a shake for $5. Okay.
Yep.
Then the 2000s came along. They were like, shit, it's like $8.99 for a meal now. Let's throw them a bone. They can get a burger for $1. And now you can get a burger for $2 or some shit. Like,
If that. Ugh. That's all. Yeah. Ugh.
let's see. Oh, okay. Living in the moment, not capturing it for social media clout. I do think that's a
Yeah.
good one. Where it's not even like the getting it for social media clout. Like obviously, there's a lot of that out there, but it was something cool when you were doing something like at a concert or whatever, and everyone was just vibing with the music, and that still happens a lot, obviously.
Yeah,
But
right.
now, whenever you go, at least a third of the people, it feels like, are gonna have their phones out,
Phones
recording
up.
the whole time.
Yeah.
And it does change the way of everything.
Yeah.
Oh God, this one. Having children.
Oh.
Y'all don't understand the luxury it is of having a child nowadays. It is so goddamn expensive. Just so. Thank God Asher's school covers his lunches for him. And I send him with a pack lunch every now and then, right? But like,
Yeah.
imagine if I also had to pay for all his lunches on top of everything else. Like, I joke, I need his little ass to get a job. All right, he looks 15. Just lie and say that you're old enough. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me find one. Oh, here's two.
Okay.
The first one, hanging out at the mall.
Yeah.
right? There's just, I mean, we got a couple malls in town, but really, we have most of them are like outdoor malls, and outdoor malls are just strip clubs. Like, let's be honest, strip clubs.
They're just strip clubs.
They're
Yeah.
just strip clubs. No, there's strip malls. Like, it's like,
Strip
it's just,
malls.
instead of
Yes.
being in just a strip, though, it's encircled, but it's just the same.
Yeah.
But here's the real luxury one: single income families. Mic drop. I mean,
That's
mic
so.
drop on that one.
Yes. Yes.
I-
God, I live for the day where we can like afford to be a single income household. I don't know how my parents did it. Two kids.
Did it because things
single-
were affordable, Judy.
You're right. You're right. It was the 90s. Yeah, you're right.
And they were dealers in the night. Car dealers.
What?
Right? Didn't they work? Aren't they car dealers?
No.
Oh, what'd they do? They work at the casino?
No, my dad worked at so my dad's first job when we moved to the States, he worked at Best Buy, and he opened that store, and he was one of the like their first truck drivers, and he was like there for 15 years.
Oh, so you drove a truck. Okay.
Yeah.
And what'd your mom do?
My mama stay at home.
Oh, that's
She-
right. She's
she-
a stay-at-home
yeah.
mom, because we're talking about single income families, because we're never going to be able to have that.
Yeah. So wow. It's wild to think about it now. Like
Yeah,
I tell
remember-
Keith every day, can I stop working? And he's like, can I stop working?
Yeah, you're the fucking breadwinner, Judy, okay? You need to keep working. You need to make more money so that Keith cannot have to work, okay?
You know what? That is what I'm trying. I told him, I go, you know what? Yes, I will do my best to get to that point. And then I go, and then when we have kids and you just be a stay-at-home dad, it'll be okay.
I need you to grind an extra 7 hours a day, all right? It's the only way. And then when you're done grinding, I then need you to go and get an Uber Eats job. That way Keith doesn't have to work. You do all those things, and then you'll be 75% of the way there.
What I don't get is the people who work 2 full-time remote jobs like at the same time. I was like, damn.
So, hold on. Speaking of that, I did see this on Reddit the other day. Where is it? Oh, here it is. This was at a Cubs game. The Cubs broadcast shows fans working remotely from Wrigley Field.
I've seen that. Like, yeah.
So, but that whole working the 2 full-time jobs things, that also does say just how much downtime there can be at work. Either that or how much technology people don't understand can be automated in ways that will benefit the company. Because, and I'm not talking about like, oh, we're going to have AI replace our entire customer service team, because that's stupid. You know, you can have AI interact with customers more, but guess what? Old people don't want to talk to AI, even if it somewhat sounds like a real person. You know why? Because you're going to say something and then it's going to go, great, let me assist you. And then you're like, oh, this is bullshit. I heard
Start
the
pressing
I
0.
heard it.
Start
Right?
pressing 0 to like, get somebody.
Yeah. But there are ways to mitigate that. So it's just, it's just, it's so much. But yeah, the 2 full-time job people, stop being greedy, okay?
Stop being we
greedy.
get it. We get the economy's hard, but also stop being greedy. Have you heard those AI voices when you go through the drive-thru? Those always freak me out.
What drive-thru?
Like at like fast food places. I think Keith and I went to Taco Bell a few weeks ago, and there's like this AI voice. I was like, "Oh, do you have a code or blah 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 with us?" And then if you say no, and then the real person comes in like, "Hey, can I take your order?"
Yo, what's up, ma?
Like it's so weird to me. I was like, "Ew, what are these AI voices doing?"
I haven't been to Taco Bell in a long time.
But just you haven't heard it
I'm
any?
gonna say, like, for me, I usually, because there's only 2 places that are close to me, like close. One is McDonald's, and they haven't switched over to that. The other
Okay.
is Burger King, and I generally go inside the store because their fucking drive-through takes so goddamn long. So goddamn long. So
Okay, that makes sense.
even when you do it through the app, so goddamn long.